Supporting your farmer and the farmer's market. This is what's up. This is the capstone. This is the last video of this series this week. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Chrysalis Chats. My name is Tanya, and this is where we talk about important issues in our collective transformation as we all evolve into a better society. So why do we care about farmers markets and supporting and knowing who grew our food? Well, I'm about to tell you why, okay? Reason number one is that you can ask them questions about what's going into that food. If you want to avoid GMOs, you can ask your farmer. If you have a farmer that you know because you're going to the farmer's market, you can have that conversation and be like, hey dude, you grew this? Yeah, I grew this. What do you want to know about it? Then you can ask them. Whereas if you're going to the supermarket, you got a little piece of produce with a barcode wrapped around it, and the checker's going like this. You ask that checker, hey, by chance, do you happen to know, did they put any, wacky stuff in the... They're not going to know. You're at a farmer's market, or you're at a grocery store. Go to the farmer's market. They're going to know, okay, because they grew it. All right, simply stated enough. The second thing to consider is how is your money being circulated? How are you participating in the economy, right? If you go to a farmer's market, this is just basic economics, okay? If you go to the farmer's market, you're paying the person who produced what you're purchasing. You're cutting out the middle person, and you're giving more percentage of your money for roughly the same price to the individual directly who produced it. Now, to me, that sounds pretty just, pretty fair, right? And it's a good thing to do because you're supporting the people who are putting the time and effort into producing quality food. You're supporting them, okay? And you're not really taking on more of a burden yourself to get the food. It's like the same, more or less, as if you go to the grocery store, okay? Now, there is a bit of a difference sometimes, and that has to do with the economy of scale. This is a concept known in a lot of Marxist theory, which, as anybody watching this who has been trained in that, you can tell I'm also trained in that. It is a deep body of knowledge that is very useful when analyzing the system that we find ourselves in as a collective right now on Earth in 2018, okay? But point being, economies of scale, that means that when you produce something at a greater level and you have more of it all over, it becomes easier to sell it, to retail it at a lesser price. So it's easier to get rid of it for cheaper. That's why you see fast food chains offering a complete sandwich for like $1, okay? Now, we have to think about what makes it cheaper exactly. And there's a lot of things that go into that. There's human rights involved, so oftentimes the labor's paid less. There's environmental rights involved, so oftentimes the earth is respected less. We see a lot of conventional industrial agriculture in that, right? Point being, if you're supporting your farmer's market and your farmer at the farmer's market, who you're developing that relationship with, the money that you're putting into that produce is going to support that process of healing at a local level. It is supporting the healing of the earth, the healing of your body, okay? If you heal the micro, you heal the macro, the world around you, right? This is some ancient thought that many ascended masters have preached, including Buddha. I know Gandhi talked about this as well. Be the change you wish to see in the world. You are the change that you want to see in the world. You will see it in the world, okay? Period. Congratulations for being here. The last point that I want to bring up is that when you're supporting your farmer and you're developing a relationship with them at the farmer's market, you have just that, a relationship. It's a nice thing to have. It doesn't mean that you need it to eat. Clearly not, right? But if you look at some themes and you take a step back and you critically analyze, where have we gone in terms of health, especially in the United States, in the last 70 years since the intensification of the food system, since the Green Revolution? Where has our health gone? We have seen all these different issues, health issues, that we had never or very rarely seen in our history come about and become prevalent in the last 70 years since the industrialization of the food system. It does not take a rocket scientist to put 2 and 2 together to understand that we're going to get 4, okay? So the point being here is that as we've seen diabetes, as we've seen cancer, as we've seen Alzheimer's disease, as we've seen all this grow, what else has been correlating with it? We've also seen the intensification of our food system. We've also seen economies of scale. We've seen more fast food chains. All this stuff, right? That's when everything transformed, is when we got sick. So what I'm getting at here is that if you have a connection with your farmer, there's a human factor present. You can have that bond, that energetic cohesion, whatever you want to call it, okay? There's a human factor that gets brought back into the equation of things, and for me it's been really helpful and rewarding in my life. I've actually volunteered for my local farmers market for the last 7 years, I want to say, and I have a relationship with my farmer who grows a few hours away from where I live, and that is the best food I have ever eaten in my life. I've been to the farm a couple times, I've seen how beautiful it is, and it's transformed my life. Every year, when the season comes, I am eating the best that I eat out of the whole year, and I have more energy for it. I always lose a little bit more weight. Since I've transitioned to a plant-based diet, that's had a huge impact on my life. But talk about a plant-based diet plus knowing my farmer and getting all this awesome organic produce straight from the source, it's going to be fresher, okay? When you're getting food from a farmer's market, it is fresher. It has more nutrients. Something as simple as vitamin C. Vitamin C is a very important thing for our body. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. So basically what it does is it takes a free radical. A free radical, pretend this is a nucleus or the center of a cell, right, or of a particle or whatever, and you have around it an electron, and there's just a single electron, an electron that's freaking out, and it's just cycling around because it doesn't know what to do with itself, and it needs a friend, man. It just needs a buddy, and then that free radical is going to chill out. Why do we want this free radical to chill out? We want the free radical to chill out because what this electron is doing is it's messing up cells in our body in the process of having this Tasmanian devil spaz fest, okay? So how do you make the Tasmanian devil spaz fest chill the hell out? You get some vitamin C. You get an antioxidant, okay? Another antioxidant is vitamin E, okay? But vitamin C is an awesome antioxidant. I believe it's the most prolific antioxidant out there. So vitamin C is in many, many fruits and vegetables in high levels. But what happens is the longer that fruit or vegetable is on the shelf or in the wherever it is, the store, the cellar, wherever, the more vitamin C leaves, the more vitamin C dies, okay? The longer since it's been harvested until it gets to your mouth, the less vitamin C it has. So anyway, you get food from the farmer's market, it's going to be fresher. It's going to have more of these nutrients. It's going to have more, more antioxidants, more vitamin C in it that are going to stabilize this free radical. So when you have this, free radical, it's an electron that doesn't have a buddy. You introduce vitamin C, it partners up, and now you have a nice, safe, covalent bond, whatever. You get stabilized, okay? Vitamin C is also very important for regenerating cells, not only because it stabilizes free radicals, but because it's involved in the development of collagens and proteins and whatnot within our body. So collagen is it's this collagen. It's stuff that's, it's in your skin. It's part of what makes it so pliable, able to move without cracking or whatever. So you want to make some connections between aging. You want to make some connections between degenerative diseases. Let's talk about vitamin C. Let's talk about stabilizing free radicals with antioxidants. Let's talk about produce from your farmer's market, knowing your farmer. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your attention and your focus, and for you, I want to give you kudos for being a part of the collective awakening and for giving this time to learn this stuff, okay? If you like this video and you want to see more of these, I would like to produce them. I would appreciate if you would subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, share this with your friends, put a comment. That's all awesome. In gratitude, thank you for being a beautiful butterfly in process. Have a great rest of your day.